Alright. Start streaming. Open up the game. I think I should be live. Late. What do you mean? I didn't schedule a time. You can't be late if you don't schedule a time. It's like saying I'm late going to the grocery store. I don't need to be there as... Why does that say 0? Okay, the FPS counter is clearly broken. It says I'm at 0 FPS. I think I'm at faster than that. Also, I kind of got ambushed because the game had to update. But yeah, so last time Gustave died. That was the biggest deal. And then I've been busy. We've been doing Baldur's Gate since, so. What's over here? Okay, so this is the Stonewave Cliff. Hey, humans? Okay, yeah, I remember. I got the trader guy. I believe I traded with him already. Now I just have to find where to go. Meadow? Guy looks strong. Let's not fight.
Swimsuit on. Ate green. Oh, Miguel. Oh, Sadie.
Actually, what does this guy sell? Yeah. Outfit for me. Oh, it's her Lumiere outfit. Yeah. The striped one from the beginning of the game. I actually really like that outfit. It's... Yeah, I like that one a lot better than the other one. I like the expedition outfit, but as far as like the secondary outfits. The gesture. I am. This is the problem with doing things on stream is I can only ever progress when I'm on stream, because otherwise I'm gonna play too much. And I always hate it when streamers are like significantly farther in the game than... Okay, no, I know where I am now. So the Gestural Village is that way. I'm going this way, I believe. I can't actually remember where I'm supposed to go. I should check the journal. Oh, no. There's a way to check.
Time for swim.
Alright, this is the problem with a lot of these games. I stopped playing for like a week, and then suddenly I don't remember anything that happened. Or I remember what happened, I don't remember where I was supposed to go. Because I'm pretty sure I'd seen where I was supposed to go. Oh. Is that like guts and stuff? Okay, there was something there. Yeah, I know where I am. Alright. Oh, that helps. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. Thanks, Arkham. But yeah, I've been doing some stuff, you know. That's the thing. What happens with these collab projects is usually it's, Iron will hit me up out of the blue and be like, hey, you want to do this thing? And I'm like, sure. And then it's like, trying to schedule it is the hard thing.
Let us get wet. Time for a swim swim.
As Arkham, you are the chat. You were born in the chat, raised in it, molded by... Hello. Hey, neighbor. Okay, good. He can't get to me. Oh, I remember now. Yeah. I believe this is the right direction. Yo, more expeditioners. Dead.
You'll get used to them. We're going to see a lot more.
If we hurry, we can cross before nightfall.
He's great. No, he's a really good, like, sort of like mascot-y character that's also like useful. I like it. I like having him.
Very Gustave. I wish we could, but protocol is to keep moving. Gustave would understand.
We can look for a suitable place along the way, yeah? We'll find a nice spot.
Actually,
Oh, yep. I always overcorrect with the game. That's the problem.
the quarry out of sight of the painters.
But it's gonna be quiet for a minute. Go. I turned it up a bit.
Lead the way.
That's the problem with streaming. Audio balancing is always a pain because you want the game audio to be audible, but you also don't want it to play over you.
Show
Yo!
you something.
Player performs a smashing jump. Some enemies can cast gradient attack. Gradient attacks are powerful, can only be defended with a gradient count. Okay, that's gonna be a raffle. I feel like, yeah.
Any other
It's
tricks
kind
we
of just
should
like
know?
parry, but you no
One
longer have
thing
the
at a
choice
time.
to try to dodge instead. That's what it seems like. And it seems to hit harder. There it is. This whole area seems like suspiciously clear. Might as well look around. It is interesting though, the new protagonist so far, he feels like he's trying to be a bit more distant, which is interesting given Gustave was obviously like, he was obviously close to and attached to all of the other characters because he grew up with them, and then with Mael, he's basically like an older sibling.
These are all expeditions?
A single Nevron took out most of them.
Is it still around?
I've only seen it once, many years ago, so most likely not.
Nice.
Also, Arkham, I can give you if you want to jump on in because I know you and I trust you. I believe I don't know. I should give you permissions for the broadcasting. I've done it for several other people. Are you even in my server actually? Not like there's anything exciting happening in there, but yeah. Then again, I guess the engagement is always useful to have in chat. So I appreciate. I have a feeling that I want to hinder these guys a bit. It's been a minute, so I'm having to like remind myself of it. Oh right, that's why he doesn't have the same things I'm used to, because I'm used to Gustave.
Why? Please survive.
Ready to evade.
Damn, they're really. Ooh. I didn't expect them to all aim for her.
Grace.
Ready to strike.
That's what kind of out. Kind of neat attack. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's why that move is okay, no, the problem is now I'm like, I keep getting psyched out into, I see what you meant, Darko. I see what you meant.
Try me.
Here's your card. Take your shot. Take your shot.
A little slow today.
Oh, you don't. I'm waiting.
Alright, I have the thing on. Maybe not. Because I figured it would be...
I'm waiting.
No, that is harder than I thought it would be. No, it's not just, am I supposed to hit it when it's slowing down? Or when am I supposed to hit it as soon as it stops slowing? Oh well, I'll get it. I'll get it when I get it. Alright, let's do this time. There we go. That's the thing too, they pull it out pretty, Wait, that's the other thing that keeps getting me.
My turn. Just try it.
Hey, yeah, I think I'm supposed to hit it after? Hey, it's a parry, right? Oh wait, shit, I didn't even realize I was still alive. Okay. Okay, I'm just a little out of it.
Not today. Take your shot. Take your shot.
Yeah, no. No.
Take your shot.
There we go. That's the thing, it does. Oh, that move does so much damage when the enemies use it.
Take your shot. If I die, so be it. I'm waiting.
Give me a second, I'm just doing something real quick. Alright. Actually, does Verso have does Verso share the outfits with? Oh no, he doesn't. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that move hits so hard. It's the big thing. And I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like the separate. I don't think I like that move as an addition to the combat system.
Let's carve a path. Here we go.
Chroma is flowing. Rise! Danger!
Bring it on.
I might actually be able to survive though.
I would have lived.
Verso, dodge!
Damn it. I hate that move. I hate that move a lot. What's the timing supposed to be on that? It's one of those moves that I think I'm better off dodging. Yeah, guys, technically I'm better off dodging at any time.
On me!
Not today. Deal me in.
That's the thing. I
Try.
think that... Okay, yeah, I think it after the slump. After the slump.
Take your shot. Here's your card.
There we go. I really am just having to box them at this point. Oh, I might have actually been successful. Or twice in the fight.
Time to take risks.
Yeah, so the trick is you have to hit the parry after the okay. Okay, we managed to get through that fight. The trick is after. Or I mean not during the slowdown. But the slowdown, because it's a slowdown that kind of matches the slowdown of the other moves. It throws off your timing, something fair. Let's see if I can do it properly
Spill
this
some
time.
ink. Place on me.
Let us stain them.
Bring it on. Just try it.
Careful, Verso.
Okay. Okay.
Let us stain them.
There we go.
Let's
Versus back
finish
up.
this.
Good targeting.
Ready to parry. Please
Well,
survive.
since the timing is. Go.
Let us stain them.
I will not let you bully me.
Careful, Samael.
There we go. Okay, well, I'm doing better than I was at first. That first encounter. Probably. 3 aim shots, deal damage, additional 50%. I do use a lot of her abilities.
Great.
Using stains means I can't. I'm not as confident about this area as I really am. I don't know that it's that new mechanic because it's like it feels like if you fuck it up, you just die. Which is fine, except for when it happens to Lune. Also, let me check see her. Does that take 50% less damage is useful, but not being able to heal kind of makes it right. There we go. We're not doing too bad on. Oh, this might not be too bad. I think I hit this guy with burn. There we
Let
go.
us stain them. Earth rise.
Just try it.
He has that extra hand. Goes off. He threw me off too.
Let's carve a path.
A storm is coming.
There we go. Ooh. I feel like I need to kill this big guy.
A storm is coming. Feel the burn.
Get ready.
Danger.
Yeah.
Finesse and precision.
Danger!
Go. There we go. Perfect.
I'm ready.
Not looking good.
Ready to strike.
That hurts. Let's keep going. Brace yourselves.
I hate that move. God, I hate that move. That's the thing. It obviously there's a skill component involved with it. I still appreciate that. That move is extremely fun.
Perfect.
Oh, well, at least we got an extra revive tint card. That's actually probably a resource that we are probably gonna need. One moment. Ah. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Is there a way over there?
Great.
Ooh. Didn't see.
Watch out, my
I'll
elf.
live.
Lily, watch out! I'm okay. Nice.
Here we go.
Let's push forward.
Ready to parry.
Alright, well.
Oh well.
There we go. It's not letting me. God damn it. Oh, that's probably still me. Still on me. How many revive tints do I have?
I'm back.
God damn it, that was a waste. Okay, well, I might as well just beat you to death then.
Here we go.
There we go, we're up to B. Jeez, he hits for a lot of damage.
Oh well.
That's the thing with one very
Ready.
was like caught off guard by some reason.
Here's your card. Try me.
Okay.
Ready?
There we go. There we go.
I'm waiting. Full deck. Here's your card. Try me. Full deck.
Almost got you.
Okay.
There we go. Has to be a flag somewhere around.
What have we here?
Energizing star, plus 1 AP at battle. That's probably gonna be a useful one. I just am gonna need to figure out which character is best suited to it. Also, is there another playable character, or is it just gonna be these four? Because I'm wondering that. Not that I even mind these four. I'm just wondering if there's not gonna be a, is it going to just be like you have the three characters given your main party, and then your reserve player, your reserve character, check with them. Oh, wait, this is the flag. Okay. I just don't think I use Ice Lamp. I need Immolation to be able to do Revitalize, which I need to use. What I think I need is I need another... Okay, I need to head down this. I want to go that way. See if there's anything else around back here. If there's anything I'm missing back here. And if not, well, we finally found our flag, so we have our kind of place we can go back and take to. Wait, is that flag over there too? Oh. I'll go see. Probably go see. Yeah, so far we're doing all right. We're getting back into the swing of it. Okay, there's a flag over here too. That right there, that looks like a boss battle. That looks like a... someone that's not gonna... See, most of my battle stuff I feel like isn't bad off. I used like one item in battle. That was a fuck up, but it wasn't like it wasn't enough me messing up enough to make me want to backtrack and go. And you know, obviously, if I don't go this way and I rest, I have
Spill
to.
some ink.
I'll have to wait until thing is I'll have to wait until I'll have to get through all the enemies. So it's kinda
Here we go. Oh well. Careful now. My turn. Here we go.
Let's spill some ink.
Not looking good.
That's what I kind of hate when they like single out an enemy. I mean, I guess it's or when they single out a character, and I guess it's a case of like I can't exactly complain because it's not like I wouldn't single out this character this weekend too. Trying to clear
Okay.
the area before. Sorry, but
Let's carve a path.
before I hard focus. Guess I can try and
A
buff.
storm is coming.
Watch out, Mael.
Okay.
was just because I know he has a. Those guys have a single target and two target.
Brilliant light.
There we go, my health back up. There we go.
I'm ready.
That's the thing, it's a big hit, but the problem is, I guess, it's one of those things where it's like, either I take a big hit or I lose, or I give a big hit, but I don't really have any control over it. I think that's what
Bliss and precision.
Careful, Verso.
Here we go.
There we go.
Everybody, let's go.
Alright, well, even then, my poor skills in the game are as evident as they are. I mean, I feel like I've bounced back a bit. I've compensated more for the stuff I have been doing badly. I do apologize for the amount of times I've had to like step away or pause or stuff. I'm a little out of swing of doing a solo stream again. Because it is something you kind of have to get back used to. And that's no excuse, obviously. It's a skill issue, it's a me issue. But I gotta get back into the mindset. I try to keep all this consistent, though. For y'all. I want to give the best experience I can. Where I can.
Shields up.
Let's carve a path. Here we go.
There we go.
Careful now.
Oops. Timing.
Watch out, Mael.
Finesse and grace.
Alright, well, who do we hit with? I think we hit him. Might as well hit you.
I'll do it.
There we go.
Brace yourselves.
Alright.
Bring
can
it
do
on.
it.
En garde.
That's still kind of a cool aesthetic thing.
Nice.
Nice.
There you go. But yeah. So far though, channel's been doing pretty good with the Baldur's Gate stuff. I still need to do more media stuff, and I'm planning to try and do one this week, so obviously. So I need to get back to the other stuff I had planned too, though. Oh wait. I just realized that was this hits everyone.
A storm is coming.
Go ahead. Hey.
Verso, dodge. On me.
Careful, Mael.
Oh. That hit right there was
Not impressed.
go. Yeah, I'm doing better with those.
Not looking good.
A lot of the problem comes down to speed.
You're outmatched.
Let us slay them. Feel the burn.
Not impressed.
There we go.
It's better.
There we go. I used it to heal me the last little bit. Yeah, we're doing alright. We're doing alright.
An advantage.
Cover 50% health on killing an enemy. That's kind of really good. That might be really good. Try that one. All right. Oh, it's one of these guys. Damn. But no, it's several of these guys. The guy like Merc. Oh, that's unfortunate. The sack of potatoes. Sack of potatoes. The sack of potatoes. Yes, that's what they're called. The sack of potatoes. It's dead like a sack of potatoes. This looks like a boss area. Doesn't it like this big open space? That's where it came from, pretty sure. Yeah, I think I've killed all the enemies in the area. So I guess now I'll probably just do a little bit of exploration. I'll probably, I guess I'd probably go down one of the paths. I want to see if there's a second path. That's why the flag is there, although it is over there. Or if they just chose a really weird placement for it. Because it seems like if there's not a second path, that flag is just there for this area. In which case, there's some specific way they wanted me to come through. Because this flag is here. I think they want me to go down that. In which case, okay, so let's go ahead and
Go.
So this guy.
A storm is coming.
Let's also try and triple these guys. I want to target the smaller guys.
Careful.
Yo! Managed to land that one too.
Ready to parry.
Careful now.
Ready to go.
A storm is coming. Let's shake
Yeah,
the
that's
earth.
Damn, that was actually.
I'm ready. Finesse and precision.
Break you. There we
Yeah.
go.
Flames. On me. Ready to go.
All right. Yeah, we're doing all right today. We haven't really gotten story progress much. But at least we're doing the level up stuff, and we're this looks eerie. I feel like this is gonna be it splinters again too, so
Looks like we passed the danger zone.
And no sign of your special Nevron.
Oh, I guess we're lucky.
I feel like that's a flag. Not a flag like the you know, the actual flags, but like that's oh yeah, we're definitely countering that special Nevron.
Expedition 57, Carla.
Gonna use the bathroom while
These siege engines seemed much more powerful in Lumiere. But on this battlefield, next to all these broken bodies, staring at the true size of the monolith, I feel despair. I dare not show my true feelings. As commander, I cannot yield to fear, but I can't help but wonder, is pressing forward the correct course of action? Our lives are forfeit anyway, but is there perhaps a better way to spend such precious coin?
I'm sorry about that. I tried to use the audio log, but I took a little longer than ended. But yeah, Actually, let me re-listen to that one. What, 50? No.
Expedition 57, Carla. These siege engines seemed much more powerful in Lumiere. But on this battlefield, next to all these broken bodies, staring at the true size of the monolith, I feel despair. I dare not show my true feelings. As commander, I cannot yield to fear, but I can't help but wonder, is pressing forward the correct course of action? Our lives are forfeit anyway, but is there perhaps a better way to spend such precious coin?
Oh, that's where Arkham went, okay. Alright, yep. Alright, we're good. Good. Sorry about that. As Expedition 57. Oh, nope, I couldn't back out, okay. I wanted to explore the other way. And I knew where this was the correct way.
Hey. You holding up?
Give me a minute.
We're almost there.
There we go. Alright. Someone was bringing the dog up.
More.
Look, my
I
Elliot.
thought you would understand. You said you spent your immortality burying the people around you. Doesn't any of this bother you? And you. Gustave's dead. How can you keep going like nothing happened?
We need to continue.
Why do
Mael. You know what we must do. When one falls, come on.
This is another thing, it's like Mael clearly wasn't necessarily ready. In that circumstance, they were alright about that. But it's already too late. There's no turning back at this point. I will say, though. Oh, is this our special Nevron? Yep, I think it is our special Nevron. It's sneaky bitch. River of blood. Very dramatic. Damn, that's a cool visual too. This game is very good at visual too. That's another
Are
thing.
you hurt?
It feels like it's a lost art, though. The art of sort of dramatic positioning and dramatic aiming feels like it's lost.
Ready? go.
A storm is coming.
Do I think I have to heal?
The dance begins.
Careful, my elf. Chroma is flowing. Feel the burn.
There we go.
Spill some ink. Finesse and precision.
I'll use your fire. That's better.
Go.
I've lived through worse.
Medium light damage. God. How many how many shots can I do? Well, no, it's a 5. Oh no, costs. At S class it costs. Okay, so I don't have S class though.
Feel the burn.
Verso dodge. I'm ready.
That's better.
Okay. I can do it.
That hurts. Feel the burn.
Or
Just try it.
Not giving up.
my only best shot. Break him.
Hurts.
Please fly. Yeah.
I might as well try.
You can't leave us yet. Lune, watch out!
We go. Damn. Hold on, give me a minute. There's something actually hindering me. How did the volume get turned all the way up? Sorry, it's been blowing out my eardrums.
Take your shot.
I don't know.
Okay.
Figured he had a second phase. Okay. It's gonna be tough.
Not today.
He full on got an extra.
Unusual life.
Yeah, I didn't expect a combo to
Today.
just break into one of those.
If I die, so be it.
I'm probably fucked.
Take your shot. Till the end. Good. Take your shot. I'm waiting. Time to take risks. Okay. Not today.
Okay, no, it lights up briefly.
Okay. Take your shot.
I think we might be able to win this, but I'm not sure.
Time to strike.
It's gonna be rough. I think it's gonna be rough.
Useful.
Take your shot.
There we go.
Feel better.
I'm waiting.
Time to take risks.
Problem is he's getting stronger, I think.
Here's your card.
Try me. Take your shot.
There we go. Okay, well, didn't go as bad as I thought it could. Let me go and explore the other route before I go down this and go into that battle again, because I was planning to do that anyway. And there might be more collectibles, there might be more EXP. There might be a vendor. Or I think there's one of the missing children. I don't know. Fight the merchant? Should we fight the merchant? I inverted on self. Turns. Invert. Venetian. Healing skills cost 1 less AP. Generate 1 thing. I think CL is probably my...
Take your shot.
Eyes don't lie. Oh. Here we go. Feel better. Not today. Full deck. Feel better.
There we go. Yeah, dueled me good. Have a look. Outfit for Mayel.
look at this.
Let's look at this one. I really like the striped shirt, but let's... Oh. Oh, wow, that... Is there a way to get in a better light? I guess I could just... get this. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of a fancier version of the normal one.
Oh my lord.
Might as well. Buy out.
Pizza.
I do feel like I'm gonna be a lot more engaged with the build system once when I replay the game on my own, because that's definitely gonna. Sorry, but. Maybe I hit one earlier?
Great.
Chroma elixir. Yo, that's always handy to have. Honestly, I really like her design too. The character design in this game is, for most of the characters, is pretty top notch. I think the only thing I have to say is I think maybe they should have made Gustave and Verso a bit more visually distinct from each other. Because, well, Verso is visually distinct. There is like moments. I think he's a bit similar in appearance to the point where it does kind of trick my brain sometimes. Yeah, I think we want to go and check what's up there. We're over here. I didn't even do this. Let's get this log.
Emily, Expedition Wolf 41. My bag's getting weighed down from all my kills. Maybe I need to pick smaller trophies. Estelle bagged 7 of those armoured nevs. So I've got to get at least 8 in this next batch if I'm going to beat her. Leah showed me how to double up my weapon pictos. Might not be stable, but the bang's gonna be worth it. The paintbrus might be out of our reach, but her minions aren't. And if I die, I'm gonna make sure I die big. Like Xavier says, subtlety is not our game.
Like
We only live
Xavier
till 40.
says.
So let's go make some friends.
We live till 40, so let's go. Come for it. That's interesting too, because they would have had a lot different. Even the people at 40, because that would have been 10 years ago, roughly. A little less, I think, but those guys would have had a very different perspective because they would have known different people. That's another thing I like kind of about the setting. The different expeditions would have had different mentalities based off like who they were, the position they were in, the number they were.
Interesting.
Illington's also quite powerful. I feel like that might be interesting for an items focus. I feel like there's different like builds that you can probably construct for this game, where playthroughs can be entirely distinct based off your play style. like, that would probably be helpful for, like, a one without Lune in the front.
Let's carve a path.
There we go.
Brace yourselves.
En garde!
Oh well.
A brilliant light.
Good.
Reborn once more.
Finesse and precision!
Let's carve a path. Good stuff. You're outmatched.
Alright. It doesn't matter. I think follow-up is a move I can swap out of my list of like moves. I don't think I've ever used it because it's just too specific, I think. I think Quick Strike is much... Not Quick Strike, there was there was one that I saw that... Did I not take that one? Berserker Slap. He might benefit from having a big move. I see you. I'm not falling for that. So they want me to go for the item over there. And then get, for this guy. Ooh. So he's still moving first? Oh, okay.
Lune, careful.
Finesse and grace.
He's rolled me.
Take your shot. Take your shot. Here we go. Here's your card.
Yeah, this guy just fucking rolled me. Holy shit, I was not ready for that. Can I just grab the item?
Useful. staying there. Let's shake the earth.
Please survive.
Danger! Careful, Mael.
Finesse and grace. Okay.
I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to beat this guy. I think this is one of those fights they kind of put for people with like min-max a bit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a heavy fight and I just have the reliance on fire. Because a lot of my kit is fire. I think that's another element here. That's highlight a weak. Do I have anything else that puts AL in defensive stance? DLC. Excuse me, but I hope I didn't burp in there. Alright. But yeah, no, that's just a hard fight. Let me see if there's anything in. Fuck, fuck. Okay, well, we have to fight. Flash. Down.
Danger!
On fire.
A storm is coming. I'm ready.
Let's dance. Let's dance. I can do it. Let's dance. Let's dance.
No, I just don't think this fight is worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna bitch out here. I'm not good enough at this. Yeah, that's the other thing. I feel like this is one of those fights. It's probably like, it's not really a boss battle, but it is like a super tough fight, and it's kind of just counter to my build, and I don't see a lot of benefit to. There probably is an item or something I get from it. There probably is a weapon or something I get from it. You know, I don't know what it's gonna be. It's probably a weapon. It might be a weapon. It might be a picto. I think I have a better shot with Kelly Man, and come back when I'm a bit. Girl. Wait, hold on. I have picking it up. I think I just need to upgrade her health and I'll go on defense. Ow. Paradigm. There we go. We've already seen this.
On me.
Oh, I just saw the if target is burst with stride. That was a mistake.
Let's carve a path.
Chroma is flowing. Feel the burn. Careful, my elf.
Here we go.
Okay.
There we go. I think we're good. I think we're still in a good. I think we're still in a good place, chat. Jesus, that almost been to north already? I didn't even notice. One of the big things about this game, I just don't notice the passage of time.
Here we go.
On me. Lune, watch out.
shake the earth.
Watch out, my elf. Let's carve a path.
Down.
Precise. Strike. Ready to evade.
There we go. We actually got a counterattack out of that. I think we'll just heal Luna.
Let's carve a path.
For now. Okay. I got it. I don't know what I got it. But I know that this isn't the end of the fight, so I can't check it. I guess I'll check it at the end of the fight.
Take cover. Everybody, let's go.
Ready to strike.
Alright. We have our perfection. I think that we lost that roulette.
Danger.
Well, still get a counterattack in.
A storm is coming.
I realized that that combo is really hard to problem with parrying is actually just that if you don't parry every single attack, I feel like it's just wasted. Sometimes I just impulsively hit the parry.
Finesse and grace. Cut through the flames.
Let's carve a path.
I think I do need to put Spark back on me. Because, I don't know, I feel like Spark on my is more useful than Immolate.
Chroma is flowing.
So the problem is, I think this more fire-focused team works for most of it.
Get ready.
Very good. What does that mean?
Ready to parry.
Let's carve a
I
path.
do kind of like that that Prince character fatigue. Oh. Okay. If that's the case,
Here we go.
If we're gonna be like,
Chroma.
I guess I don't focus on being healed. Dead. I'm just gonna go. Oh wait, shit
I'm
though.
ready.
I had regen.
Let's carve a path.
Also, yeah.
Just try it.
We have to try and take whatever
I'm back.
grenade. Okay, we have to hope she survives. Because I have a feeling he has a face. It's free. No, I'm bad at blocking that attack. But if I'm not ready for it coming,
Here's your card. Take your shot.
damn it.
No, never. I'll use your love. Take your shot. Or never. Here's your card. Try me. Lady Luck's smiling today.
This is a cutscene thing, I think. Oh, Lunae's back! Male's also back. Yeah, this is a cutscene, okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that they're just back up just for the sake of the narrative and the scene that actually happens for what happens. Okay.
Well, turns out this
That
one wasn't
using
strong,
that high damage move
well.
was probably the
but
correct
fast.
choice. And we're going pretty strong. I'm probably not going to have to
All this
stop necessarily right after this. I'll
is
probably
what
have
we're
to
fighting for.
in it to just go downstairs real quick, but I will wait. And maybe until I find a flag. Might be a good idea. Ooh. Valisa. Looks like a weapon. Play again after a base attack. Base attack damage. Base attack is 4 per. This is one of those things that's like, it's not high damage. But, damn if that's not. Is there a flag down here? I don't suppose there is. I really kind of like that boss battle stylistic. Came across as particularly threatening. The way I thought was. Okay, let me check that down there real quick. I might have missed them or something.
Useful.
Didn't miss a night. There we go. I do like that the game kind of wants you to pour a little bit more out of just the path. Kind of why I tried to do so. Then I tend to try to explore off the beaten path, so it works out for me. But yeah, that was a cool boss battle. No, I'm sorry, that was actually a really cool. Oh, yeah, perfect. Applies current stance. I feel like I need. Protects allies by taking damage. That's an. I think I want the. I think there's a bit of a bias towards burn damage in this game. I will say that the amount of abilities that rely on burn damage is kind of surprising. I think there's a bit of a bias towards fire damage. I think it's still my fault for falling into it, but maybe a later game, more abilities are introduced that I haven't looked at all the abilities in general, you know? So maybe some of those abilities, because I don't know, I always feel like I always feel awkward planning ahead my build for a game like this, the first playthrough. I feel like build planning and stuff is part of the second playthrough, you know? Like, and this isn't like a hard and fast rule. Like, I just feel like it feels weird for me, you know? And this is probably a me problem, by the way. This is definitely a me problem. And also, yet another Picto that is item focused. Okay, there is clearly they clearly wanted a build where you didn't have like Lune in the party.
Is this the place?
Yeah. We can bury your friend under this tree, if that's okay with you.
I want to get through. I was about to go and explore, but no, I want to get through that. Oh, this is actually really cool. Really neat. Makes sense that such an area would exist in this. I'm hoping it's just a dramatic thing. Also, we were supposed to do, well, no, we were supposed to do Baldur's Gate yesterday. Yeah, let me...
Couldn't wait for me, could you? I wish we could.
Rest easy, Gustave.
I'll finish what you started. The paintress, Renoir, they will pay.
No more dome. Just open skies.
I'll save them, Gustave. Emma, your apprentices, everyone.
You can leave it to us. You were always there for me.
I'll save them.
Say hi to Soph for me, yeah?
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father. But to me, you were both. Best brother and father I've ever had.
When one falls, we continue.
Thanks for being my family. See you in the next life.
It's a terrible day. God, though, the game is really good with those dramatic beats, too. This is probably why it's interesting, right? Because the game, so first I'd heard of it was like as this like kind of obscure-ish game. It was like, oh, a really good game made by a former Ubisoft dev, inspired by Final Fantasy. And I kept hearing more and more about it until eventually I bought it. I played a little bit of it and I was like, oh, this might be a game to stream, you know? And as the weeks have gone by, what's really interesting to me is I hear like the positive vibes about this game and the positive press and the reputation of this game. It's one of those games that just, it wasn't like a flash in the pan success. It was like it's a drawn out like dramatic success where it's like people hear from other people that it's a good game, and so they tell their friends about how good this game is, and they tell their friends how good this game is, and it feels like the pop, like it has become like fully like a known about game as far as like the mainframe goes, which I like to see when it's a game like this, when it's like a really good game, because that was my big worry about this game. Or that would have been my big worry about this game if I had just stumbled upon it. It was like, this level of sort of dramatic storytelling, the way the story is going, all of the elements, I feel like it's worth praising and it's worth the attention that it's getting. I'd feel really bad if I give my party a full. I'd feel really bad if this game had failed, like, financially. That's why, like, the more notorious it is as they're, like, not notorious, but the more famous, I guess, it is as, like, this is the big game. Oh, also, there's a boy. I think that's our boy. Yeah. I think we look around the area first once I get back, but I don't know, I feel like this is like a really good send-off to Gustave, because he is kind of our main character for the first act. Like I said, every single one of the main characters other than Verso has a connection to it. Gustave is like Gustave, and it would feel weird if they just moved on from Gustave into Verso, like, oh shit, we lost Gustave, oh well, we have this new guy now. The fact, and I love the fact Mael is insisting that they should bury him. Like, there's a lot here. And that's the thing, this is clearly so the way it looks, there's a lot of environmental storytelling here. The way it looks to me, this was a battlefield, probably from one of the early expeditions. I don't know if can you actually see which expedition these people are from? But probably one of the earlier expeditions. I think maybe the idea is probably 51, or the one of the other audio logs we found. Actually, I think you can just the easy way to tell is just the nearest flag. That seems to be the easy way to tell. But it kind of became a sort of graveyard for future expeditions. Which kind of makes sense, because it would be like, okay, we want to honor our dead. We don't want to just leave them behind. But you'll have people like Gustave, and you do have to wonder, especially with some of these, like what is the number of the flags, these little tassels mean for each character? Is that just the amount of people still alive that cared for them on the expedition? Is that the amount of people buried in the specific spot of that expedition? Maybe. Could it maybe even be of like that specific incident? Or is it like you tie these tassels off? Basically, you tie these tassels off for the people mourning. And that's because, like, I think a lot of the idea with a lot of this is the people left behind. That's a major theme, or at least a major like focus of at least Gustave's character. One of his last lines is like, "For those who come after." That's the thing. This is probably the best storytelling game I've played in a while. I guess Baldur's Gate is also really up there in terms of story from what I know. Because it's like, but that's more because of its RP factor. And this is more of a dramatic story, so I'm not going to count that in the same thing. I shouldn't count that. In the same vein. But you can praise Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is worth praise. But, as far as like a dramatic narrative perspective, oh, there was a trophy earlier, because I just got a trophy for Find Your Way Through, that. We're back at camp, which is probably a good
For about
point
2 hours.
for me to
Then
take
there's
a
big lake.
brief
We
break.
shouldn't go there at
I'll
all.
do that after.
Like it. We should make a right, and then it's gonna take a few hours, and then we make a stop. We get some rest and some food, and then from there, we head north to Monoko Station
Why there?
to recruit my oldest friend. We'll need the extra firepower because our next goal will be to take down the paintress Heart.
Her heart?
Yes, you can't just stroll up to the paintress. The chroma there is far too dense. It erases anyone who gets close. But if we destroy her heart, the barrier will fall.
Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like?
What it looks like, that I don't know. But I do know that it's somewhere in the center of old Lumiere.
You found old Lumiere?
Yes.
So
Is that
it's
the
true.
top?
Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent.
I could
I've
have told you
traveled with
that.
many expeditions. I was with the 58th when we found old Lumiere. But Renoir erased them before we could get further. And I don't know much more.
All right then. Let's go
Oh,
meet your
he's
friend at
from the
Monoko Station.
58th? Or he
And
was
then
traveling
we'll
with
take
the
the
58th?
paintress's heart.
'Cause I think he said he was from Zero, so he was traveling. So Verso has been like joining up with other expeditions and like helping. That's interesting for Verso's character, actually. If he has been like just joining up with expeditions, that means this isn't like a new attitude for him. Also, we have the 33 flag at camp, which makes I assume the idea is like the last person plants their flag. That's what I've always kind of assumed with different expeditions. Well, not always. That's what I'm assuming now. Because, especially with the idea that they're carrying here. That, the whole atmospherics of this game are, there's a lot of art and a lot of detail and a lot of like creative ways that they do sort of I just kind of love. That's interesting. These are kind of almost like maybe that's just me being brain. That's interesting. He's like this thing of symbol going down from his. I think bathroom. Double check on my because this could be an interesting end it, but I also want So I'm gonna use the bathroom. Check on things around the house real quick to see if, because I don't wanna continue if we're gonna get interrupted like 10 minutes in. Okay. But I wanna continue for at least an hour. Possible. So yeah, just take that break. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, chat. Alright, yeah, sorry about that.
How come Minoko lives so far from the other Jestrels?
Minoko's a searcher. They travel the land looking for Jestrels who went missing after the fracture.
So we have confirmation now that Jestrels aren't a new thing. They aren't necessarily a creation of the Paintress. Then...
The lost Jestrels.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
He pissed off Golgra. That's kind of funny. Yeah, let me upgrade some weapons, I think, and we'll see. First damage on rank. No damage increased on other. Base attack damage. Rank D over 20% base. This one seems like the idea almost for it. The Verso seems to be leveling up it. Oh wait, no, hold on. Yeah. It seems to be the idea is leveling up his rank D. So like it seems to be very helpful for when you're not focused on actual the perfection stat. Delaram. Oh. Delaram could be. And light skill increase damage of next physical skill by 50% and vice versa. Oh, okay. Now that's interesting. No room seems to just be our bait. I assume no room is not something worth leveling. That's actually really helpful, the idea of not losing any perfection skill. Base attack gives 4 perfection. That might be super useful. Let me swap him to Sakarum. Sakarum. Verlesso. You see, the Verlesso makes sense. It's an easy thing for me to understand how to pronounce. But yeah, I'm sorry, that's just really good. Because, that's kind of the thing with the perfection thing. I'm worried about losing it. It makes it so that he's at least a better for long. I'm kind of going for consistent. That's one thing I only found one lost Jasper. I should go find.
Your oldest friend.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I can remember.
Gustave would have loved that.
Why? Because he liked gestrels?
Because he liked the idea of friendships that could last decades. We don't get to enjoy such long friendships in Lumiere.
Yeah. Oh, we found an optional scene. We found an optional scene, Chad. I think we have to say, yeah. Lune intercepts Verso, walks by the fire.
Why are you allying yourself with us?
Not a lot of options out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too? Yet they still failed.
That's a terrible way to ask questions. Do you always interrogate people like this?
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the pleasantries, no?
Alliances are usually give and take, as are conversations. Trust goes both ways, no?
Alright then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lumina.
No need. I got it.
Well, aren't you a quick stud?
But I appreciate the gesture.
Mm-hmm. Trust works both ways.
All right. As a gesture of good faith, I'll answer 3 questions.
Only 3.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with 3 follow-ups.
You're really pushing this.
I think it's reasonable.
All right. Go for it.
Which pisses Lene off. Also triggers her insatiable curiosity. Is reluctantly intrigued as his relationship level increase. What does that mean? Is it like bond level in like Persona?
How far up the mountain is Minoko Station? Will we see snow?
Not too high, but yeah. There's usually snow.
Fantastic.
Oh, right. There's no snow in Lumiere.
It's interesting. You would have to think about that.
No,
He hasn't been there for
only
like,
in
what,
books and paintings.
70 years?
It's almost as mythical as Gestrels.
And just as fun. And sometimes just as deadly.
Oh, my husband was obsessed with the idea of snow. I can't wait to see some.
Oh, she would marry you.
Bet you will.
Spend some time with her. No reason not to. I didn't even realize
stressed than the others.
there was a relationship metric in.
Is that your conclusion? After your extensive observation of our team?
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yes.
There must be better uses of your time than analysing our stress levels.
Well, it's important to
So
understand
far,
your teammates.
we're doing alright, game-wise. I haven't even seen the stream number. It's probably not great. That's because this game just doesn't perform as well. I think I'm a small YouTuber. Not surprised. I don't even know if I'd count myself as a YouTuber.
Says the mysterious stranger who has yet to share much about himself.
But yeah, so far I'm enjoying the game.
Then consider this my
Forgot how
attempt
much-
to be less mysterious.
Oh, is that what
Um,
this is?
I'm glad we replaced Blueprint because Blueprints left me out of room I had to talk. Man, I like both of these dialogue options.
I'll
But
trade
I
you.
want more.
A story for a story.
Well, there are stories, and then there are stories.
Oh.
You first, then.
I feel like she'd be the type that would want either of these.
Something unusual then? Strange wonders and mysteries?
A bit impersonal, hmm? Not really how you get to know each other. I don't think... No. Tell me something dark and melancholy and personal.
Ooh, going straight for the heavy stuff, huh?
If we're going to share,
Story for a story, right?
we'll see.
Hmm. There we go. But we didn't get an opportunity to... Wait, but did we get an opportunity to
How
hang out?
come Minoko lives so far from
Monoko's a...
the lost?
Yeah.
Okay, so... I'm wondering if the reason we can't increase our... So my theory is because, so the first arc is... The first arc is... The second arc seems to be Verso. I'm wondering if Verso doesn't die or leave, then Mael becomes the main character proper. Because she seems like too important of a narrative character to ever like leave out of the story, which is probably a good thing that I'm learning. I'm using her as a main character then, like a character of the main party then. Oh, I have. Let's write in the journal for Gustave's apprentices. Mael finds a spot where she can write. This is why I think Mael is also going to be a main character. The main narrative is kind of following her more than anyone else. Why do I sound super quiet? I sound very quiet to me. Maybe I'll turn down the game volume a little bit. I think I just need to get a better mic though. Or maybe there's a mic sensitivity setting I don't mess with. Okay, yeah, yeah, I just seem to be, the mic is not as loud as it used to be. That's, the thing that annoys me. And it's advanced audio. What is this? What is this? Okay, hold on. Testing, testing, testing. Yo. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, no, wait, hold on. I think I might have figured it. Okay. Does this sound better? I'm waiting to hear myself. Waiting to hear myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, I figured something out. Yeah, I figured something. Oh, I might have blown someone's ears out there. Yeah, yeah. We have figured something out. Okay. There was another advanced audio setting that I have to mess with. No, no. It was a glitch. I didn't blow it out or anything. But, I did find, some advanced audio settings I didn't know about. So, that's helpful. Go ahead and put us up at... Alright, let's see if that... There we go. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Oops, Gustave's apprentices will read this journal someday. Pick up on the others, I think, is the... Mael heads back. That's the interesting. Mael seems to be the narrative character for this stuff.
What are you working on?
Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Gestrals for help.
Smart.
It is kind of smart. You
What
you don't want to like...
to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
It's something my dad and I used to do.
Oh?
When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
Okay, I can
I
at
talked
least
to the
hear
stars a lot after he was gone.
game. So that's good.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right. After the gommage.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the...
Alright. There we go. That's the thing. One day I'm going to like full on have the audio perfect, and then I'm going to lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind.
But part of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then paintress woke. And I knew they weren't coming home.
The comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
Oh, wait.
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed.
Oh, so
They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
her parents had been part of that
Friends
expedition,
are not distractions.
and
I know that now.
Wow.
yeah, and
We're in
CL.
the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
I like this though. We're getting like interactions outside of just the main two characters. The main two characters are obviously Mayel and Gustave slash Verso slash anyone who replaces Verso after. See if there's any other scenes. Mayel quietly approaches Lune, wanting to apologize for her behavior on their way to bury Gustave.
Hey.
Give me a second. Let me back up the game. Still trying to find the perfect. So this is the other thing I think throws me off with my trying to do things. I found out that this advanced these advanced settings include like the game capture is automatically off. I'm gonna have to experiment. I am gonna have to experiment with stuff. Alright. Alright. Back on the game and
Hey.
I didn't mean...
It's fine.
I just...
I miss him too.
It's hard.
The pain we feel every time we lose someone. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, sitting with it, compartmentalizing it. But what I needed was to use it. To use everything.
What do you mean?
I feel everything. And I let it burn inside me when I'm tired, when I feel hopeless, when I want to just let it all go.
I'm wondering if this her Stain's ability doesn't, because I have to wonder, like, so Mael's stance is like she's obviously like a fencer as far as the way, very tactical with that. And I'm wondering if that's not a reflection on her for like the different abilities. For example, like Gustave, he builds up. He really does build up. Like his whole character is kind of going from this kind of more confident sort of character. He's like he's broken as though he used it up, and he's at 0 out of 10 for like, because his obviously his ability is kind of a build up, like power electric thing, you know. And then at the end of his journey, when he dies, that is like him at 10. He is just full on like, it doesn't matter if I die here. The important thing is there's others that it is for those that come after. It is just, I have to do this to protect Mael. I have to do this to protect Lune. I have to do this to protect, because he's connected to all of these characters. That's fun. Okay. My audio is, I think I tinkered with it a bit too much, where I think I overcorrected. A little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm peaking as much. Hopefully I'm not. Test. Waiting myself. Angie. Okay. I do think I need to get a better mic, and then I need to learn how to like set up the audio settings better. That's a thing I'm gonna need to do. When I feel.
I use the pain. I use the fear, the shame, the guilt, the anger. I use it all to keep going. To make sure I continue.
Lune.
Yeah, so I feel like you can kind of make a tie-in to her like the stain ability, how that works.
I can almost feel them beside me. Everyone we've lost. Walking with me, especially when I use Chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness, and they help me.
You feel Gustave?
Yeah, I do.
I'd like to feel him with me too.
You have an affinity for Chroma too. Try it.
How do you always know what to do?
I don't. Want to know a secret? I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either.
This is the interesting thing with the game. So Mael is kind of the rogue, kind of the duelist-ish type character. Then you have Gustave / Verso / anyone who ever comes to replace Verso, who's kind of the warrior of it. And then you have Lune.
Don't tell anyone else I said that.
The problem is I don't know if I have any. I think I know where Arkham went. I know he's not in chat right now. Because I know where he went. Because he mentioned it to me earlier. Bill and Lune spend more time together in a moment that was special for them. I do actually think that is an... Okay. Over at his station.
How come
Minoko's
a lost?
Yeah.
Yep.
Your oldest friend.
Yes.
Gustave would have loved that.
Why?
Because we don't get to enjoy.
I'm just double checking if
Not too high, but
any of these
oh,
people
right.
have,
No.
And just as
Oh, my husband.
have extra hangouts. Let's... Daring bond. Let me double check. Burning enemy. That's another ability that relies on burning, though. From Harvest. Harvest. Deals medium single target damage. Uses weapons element. Heals self by 40%. Heals more by... Heals all allies by... Okay. Oh, okay, I get it. So she can also be a healer, kinda? That might be an interesting way to play the game. Test. Okay. Yep. Yep. Alright. So I think we're good to go to sleep. I think we'll play at least another 30 minutes. Oh, wait. Hey? Cutscene.
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
glad you liked it. I've buried friends there too. You were right about condolences. We offered them because we don't know what else to say, but there's no comfort there.
No.
Okay, yeah, audio.
All we can do is carry them with us.
I guess. Sorry. It's just wet.
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gommage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
Out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustave and the others, they really want to change things.
Well, changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? It'll drain you fast.
Gustave would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait,
Love the music. Bill.
I kept Gustave's, so you can have mine. You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
I gotta say, I didn't take you for an official kind of person.
Welcome to the disaster expedition.
Thank you.
There we go. That's how we get relationship level increased Mayel. I'm wondering, does that have gameplay mechanics, or does that just open up stuff for future cutscene in a future game? Because yeah.
How far to Minoko Station?
With SGA? Should be quick.
Yeah, no, I can hear myself again. Okay, shit. I must have been changing something under the hood for a while. Because, like, possibly without even knowing it. Okay, so I'm looking at these three. I mean, I might as well hit this guy.
Feel the burn. Careful, Mayel.
I didn't expect those attacks to go so fast. Hold on, fuck. Could be in danger.
Let's carve a path. Not impressed.
He ate those moves. I really do. We have to recover. Right now.
Ready to parry.
I'll do it.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's a good thing.
Finesse and grace.
We're ending it on a good note, I assume. One of the annoying things is that it does feel like it's kind of wasted. The fact that, hold on. I feel like I need to...
Okay. I can do it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I fucked up the time. That's the thing, there's no point to me not sending in the reserve.
Not today. I'm waiting. Here's your card. Doing in.
I seem to be really favoring the jump.
Lady Luck smiled today.
Ooh, that's
Take your shot. Here's your card. Take your shot.
I got the little battery message on my headset a minute ago. I feel like I hit that, but okay. Okay, oh no, he's unlocking me. There we go. Okay, we managed to hit it. We managed to hit it. Okay, everything is. Stone quarry, danger. I assume these big statue guys are fine. These seem to be enemies. I'm kind of just looking around right now. I might hang it up here soon. It's a bit late. Ooh. That seems like an optional boss sort of deal. Which I think I can take him. The right mindset, which is probably going to be not Thursday, but I'm going to try and do another Clair Obscur stream this week. I'm going to try. I promise to try, chat. But I think that this, so far, I've enjoyed this.
Interesting.
I'm not going to pretend not to have. Okay, we're just gonna go. Eric, deal low earth damage, break damage, enemies every turn to increase break damage, these by 50%, duration. Assumed 2 of those 2 duration. It seems like stains are represented. Oh no, this is Lune. Okay, wait, so this is one of Lune's abilities. Okay, wait, hold on. I thought I was going into Verso. That's why I was confused. No, I thought yeah, that's why I was confused, chat. Just so you know. The deal self damage if failed is that just seems like a detriment, because this one it's like, oh, you deal a good amount of damage no matter what. Whatever. And this one is deals extreme damage to all enemies. It cast whiff. Seems like one of each. The idea. I barely get to use Revital. It's it. Alright. I think we can probably leave it off. I think we've gone a decent, gone about 3 hours. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. The Undead and Unfiltered is gonna still be on pause. I'm waiting on one of our hosts. One of our hosts is in a different situation than he normally is. He doesn't have the time. We're usually not waiting on me. I'm pretty available. Certain days I'm busy doing stuff, or I've made other time. It's perfect timing. My headset died right there. But yeah, but it's not me. I'm gonna run around wild. But yeah. I don't want to say who. I don't want to I don't want to cause drama. No, how it is. Yeah, but one of our hosts has been busy. He's out of his meeting, and we also have another issue of another host going on next couple of weeks. So probably no Baldur's Gate for the next couple of weeks, or at least the next week. But yeah, either way, I do have media stuff coming. Actually, it should be Thursday, hopefully, unless something comes up. Not we'll try and make up the day for it. I feel like I need to talk to Unity about, because I know I think he's more free right now than he normally is. I'd have to verify that with him. Maybe I can get him that silent voice stream finally. And outside of that, I don't want to promise anything. Outside of that, we are probably gonna try and do another Clair Obscur. So we should be doing One Piece Red on Thursday. After we do One Piece Red, which I'm hoping goes well. I think it'll go well. I don't see any reason. It's a bit more like a mean normie anime fan. Most of my content, so it's gonna be interesting to do that and see like the numbers even though, like, I don't think I'll influence how I actually do things. Because the big thing with how I do things is I can't do this out however I want, right? Yeah, it'll be interesting to do that. It's been a long time since, it has actually been at least a month, I think, since I did a game that wasn't, like, did unfiltered. I think it's been a couple months. Then I think the last one was the. Outside of that, I plan to do another one I'm planning to do another one possibly this month. I still have to set something up with art. I want to do Millennium Actor. But yeah, I have plans. I'm gonna try and do more of that content, because that content tends to do well. I think I also want to keep up the gaming content. I keep up Clair here, especially since we can't do both games. At least the Undead Unfiltered Baldur's Gate. The normal Baldur's Gate, there's another reason for that issue. I think it was mentioned higher in one of the games. I don't feel comfortable mentioning the reason. One of the reasons. Not even that fault. Because every person has had, like, full, like, family, from what I understand. Yeah. Well, actually, at that point, I might as well say it's like Falcon and X have been hard to schedule. But it's not their fault, because I know. But I know vaguely what their situation is. And so I think I'm just gonna have to wait on those situations get better. I mean, I think Falcons will, X is. Yeah, either way, we're gonna have the content flowing a bit, hopefully, than we have. Trying to be more, trying not to cancel as much, especially because I did take Tuesday off last week and then end up on Unity's show. So, look, you have to forgive me, that Doctor Who show is horrible. It's awful. I have to talk about it to somebody, otherwise I'd feel like But yeah, thank you very much for watching, overall. I think especially if you've managed to, like, get through this yapping. I decided to do the yapping sort of update stuff at the end, because I know not too many people are interested in that. It would have probably driven people away to hear. That's probably what I'm going to do in the future. Unless it's like an update, like, unless it's like an episode of Undead and Unfiltered. If we expect to go on a break, I'm gonna try and normalize putting that in the beginning of the stream. That way, if anyone is interested in following the podcast, they can. I enjoy doing the podcast. That's probably a better policy there. And if, for example, if I have to take a break, I'll try and put that in the beginning of the show. But otherwise, general news, I think is better to put at the end. And, like, anyone who's not going to be interested is going. Anyone who's just tuning in the show for the first into my. Look, they're not going to care about, oh, we're doing Glove Shido game this day, we're doing this game. They're not going to care about the schedule talk. Anyone who's watching at the end is probably going to be people who are at much scheduled. So that's why I figure. I try to think about the VODs too. Yeah, because if you're listening to a playlist, this is probably a good This is probably a good period for you to, like, oh, okay, I can get to the next, I can just go to the next, at this point where he starts to rip. I think I'm gonna continue with that pattern and see how it goes. See how much I'm fit in. the audience is comfortable with it. I think the only thing of concern is going to be just the general, like, what constitutes an important enough, which I think it's gonna be anything I want to promote, any current product. So, like I said, if I can't do a gaming for another 2 weeks, I'll probably prompt that in with a really quick, like, hey guys, I'm not gonna be able to do this for 2 weeks. Maybe I'll do a longer explanation at the end of Skyrim. But yeah, thank you very much for watching if you've done it. We're going to try and do this again. If not, I will see you next week on a regularly scheduled day, probably Tuesday. So it's usually I go for Tuesday and Thursdays. So if Undead and Unfiltered is going, I will try to keep Thursdays available for that. Right now, it is kind of on main podcast. Definitely with the Death Note reviews is on hiatus due to unforeseen issues. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I recommend checking out the Baldur's Gate stuff. I recommend checking out my stream on Thursday with Arkham Warden, who has been in chat, actually. I was in chat today. And outside of that, you guys have a nice day. We'll see you later. Have a nice rest of your evening, have a morning, have an afternoon, whatever it is for you. I think we made some progress today, so made some story progress. We got used to a new mechanic. I think we're up today.